This episode of The Breakfast Dish is brought to you by Alberta Association of Optometrists, proudly celebrating a century of caring for Albertans. It happens. Many people don't call their optometrists first for urgent eye care when they need it. From spring cleaning mishaps to winter eye infections, if you or your family have an eye emergency, doctors of optometry are trained to diagnose, treat, and prescribe medications. No referral necessary. And just a reminder, Alberta health coverage is available towards your urgent eye care appointment. To find an optometrist in your area, visit optometrist.ab.ca. The Alberta Association of Optometrists represents almost 800 doctors of optometry in over 80 communities across the province. Members are highly trained, regulated health professionals who provide primary eye health and vision care to Albertans. Learn more at optometrist.ab.ca.
Tell me your dreams over bacon and eggs. We'll share a laugh and a story and even a wish on the breakfast dish. Bop, 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 bop,
Oh, man. Do you remember when I used to do the ads with you, rather than just leaving you alone in the freaking cold, icy ad wind?
Well, how about this? Midway through this episode, I'm going to make you read the next ad.
Okay, that seems fair. I guess I'm hoisted by my own petard in this moment. Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 52 of The Breakfast Dish. We are in Season 3. The last time you heard us, we were live at the Calgary International Film Festival, interviewing some great filmmakers. And we talked a little bit about our new mandate, but Karen, why don't you get into it?
Well, Season 1 was, oh my God, stay away from each other times. Here's what people are doing online. Season 2 was, oh, kind of the world is opening up again, and you can still watch and experience art online, or you can go experience it social distantly. And Season 3 will be, we get to talk to whoever we damn well please about whatever we damn well want.
Yeah, basically we don't want to have it tied to an event anymore. And usually the people we talk to will have something to promote, and that's fine. And they can do that. And they can do that. They're welcome to do that. But it doesn't have to be surrounding that, you know?
Was that your welcome to do that to me, as if I had something to promote, or are you just hinting our guest?
It's unclear why I did that. I'm out of the breakfast dish rhythm, you know?
Okay, well, tell me what you had for breakfast.
Fruit in a container, a big Tupperware. I'm staying at my grandma's house right now, and I try to, whenever I have an early morning commitment, I try to avoid her constantly because she tries to make me breakfast without my consent. She'll go, can I make you eggs? And I'll go, no. And then I'll get out of the shower, and then she'll hand me a plate of eggs, and it drives me insane. So I tried to not wake her up this morning. I got into the shower. I thought she was still asleep, but then I went down to change, came back up, and she struck me on the arm and handed me a container of chopped up fruit. So fruit. How about you?
A cup of coffee and some mini marshmallows.
What?
Because that's the mini marshmallows were just sitting there, and I went, oh, and I just randomly grabbed some and then thought, oh, that was the first thing I put in my face today.
If I had that for breakfast at any point in my life, you would try to ground me.
No, you're an adult now. You can have whatever you want for breakfast.
I also had a little bit of cookie dough. Chocolate chip cookie dough. Technically, that was the first thing. Oh, no, I'm like you. Fuck.
You are. Isn't that great to be like your mother? And
not in this sense.
Your grandmother / my mother and I were together on Thanksgiving with no intention to be together on Thanksgiving. We just happened to be, and no one else was there, so you know.
And we also didn't want to be. With no intention. I had no intention of staying.
It's just the day that I could visit. And so there I was, and we had Thanksgiving dinner. Do you know what we had for Thanksgiving dinner, Mom and I?
Cream of wheat?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's our favorite thing to eat.
I know. You're old pilgrims, and that's fine.
And not only that, I am anemic, and apparently it gives me 30% of the iron I need every day. So if I had it every day.
Cream of wheat has iron in it?
Yeah, it's like a huge source of iron.
Really?
Why do you think I fed you cream of wheat for every single meal when you were growing up?
Because you're bored of cooking? I don't know.
I might be bored of cooking. You know what I'm not bored of?
Yeah, here we go. Season 3, classic Karen transition. Excellent segue beginning now. And the studio audience hushes.
I'm not bored of a year of doing 2 podcasts with our special guest today. What did you just say?
I said, I can't wait to see where this goes. I'm being the studio audience. This is my first live recording. How are you? Hi, my name is Marcus. Do you come here often?
Hi, Marcus. Thank you for being in our live audience today. I'm just going to introduce our guest.
Sorry.
If you didn't mind, just for a second,
Of course. I'm so happy to be here, so thanks.
Great. Just hush up for 1 second, Marcus.
She's doing a great job up there.
Marcus?
It's crazy.
We can all hear you.
I've never seen a microphone. What?
We can hear you.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, great. Our guest today is my co-host on 2 different podcasts.
Oh, I know this one. It's Ryan Gosling. I know who she's going to introduce. It's Ryan Gosling. And sorry, go ahead, Karen. Thank you for letting me be here, Karen. Thanks. It's me, Marcus. Bye.
Marcus, if it wasn't Ryan Gosling, but it was another funny Canadian, who would it be?
Hey, I'm going to tell you my guess. Colin Mockery is my guess. Okay.
No.
Sorry, host, are you whispering? The bit here is that I'm whispering to the studio audience seatmate beside me. Is that you, or are you whispering?
Remember the part where I said we could hear you, Marcus?
I think this is the longest we've gone when announcing we were going to announce our guest without actually doing it. This is the most we've delayed.
Marcus, this is why the floor director is bringing you a microphone so that you can say the name of our funny Canadian guest who I host 2 podcasts with.
Stephanie! Whoa!
Hi, this is Ryan Gosling here for you for your listening pleasure. You're all gorgeous. You're beautiful. I love you. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you for watching my movies. Thank you for making me who I am today. Thank you. You're gorgeous. I'm gorgeous. I'm gorgeous, and you're gorgeous. And thank you.
Ryan Gosling, you sound a little bit like Neil Diamond.
I have COVID-19, and so my voice is a little bit rough right now.
Oh my God.
It's okay. I love you. I'm gorgeous, and so are you.
Ryan Gosling, do you often get mixed up with Ryan Reynolds?
All the time.
Do people say that to you?
The reason is because our names are Ryan.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you get Seacrest in the mix or no?
No, but we get Marilyn and Kate and Bridget Ryan mixed up.
Yes, we do.
Right, so even it's the same, it's a different placement, but they still think Kate Ryan is Ryan Gosling.
It's hard for Canadians because we're so generous and we don't question things.
Because we all look alike.
Right? Hi, it's me, Steph. I just told Ryan Gosling to go sit down and shut up.
It's crazy that he's there at your house when he has COVID.
So annoying. I know. He must have got it as he was driving by and but I have to isolate, and just ran inside the first house that he found.
Which he could do. Let's talk about if at any point Ryan Gosling could kick in your front door and throw in a Molotov, and anyone would be like, "Hi,
hi, Ryan Stiles."
Okay, wait. Does Ryan Gosling really have COVID-19 right now?
No, we should clear that up.
Okay.
He doesn't. I just made that up because I was improvising.
Improvising?
I was lying.
There's lawyers knocking at my house. That's for slander, defamation. They're holding up papers. How did they find me here?
They must have been driving by.
It's okay. They're papers from Ryan Reynolds to somebody completely else.
Oh, I see. So even Ryan Gosling's own lawyers messed it up, hey?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ryan Reynolds is suing somebody.
Did you guys meet during Dynasty? Was that the first time you guys met?
Honestly, I think so.
Must have been, but that was so long ago. I don't know if it was at a dumb party or maybe it was when you were in a troll. People don't, that's a whole different thing now. They don't know what.
Are you talking about 3 dead trolls in a baggie?
Yeah.
Yes.
I see. I like the 2 options of at a dumb party or when you were a troll.
That sort of sums it up,
I'm sure this has been covered on your other podcasts, but wow. Really shaking up the breakfast dish atmosphere.
Yeah. Must be Dynasty. So for our listeners, if you don't know, Dynasty is an completely improvised, long-running, improvised soap opera.
And also it's improvised.
That happens in Edmonton and has for the last, how many years?
30 years.
Stephanie turned into a ghost for a second.
I'm that old.
She was only 2 when she started, though.
I was a mere toddler.
Season 3, I think it was season 3, you folks were in the media club Does that make sense?
Oh God, yes. We were there. You have a better recall than me. I don't remember what year it was, but yes, we were under the media club underneath the IGA on 99th Street in Edmonton. And we could hear the people shopping carts going over our heads. So we always would be like, oh my God, the gods. And that's when we'd listen to the gods as people were, rolling through produce on a Saturday night or a
I didn't
Monday
think there was
night.
anything underneath an IGA. I
Yeah.
thought that was like a forbidden zone for society.
No, it's kind of a cool little New Yorky thing. It's like this,
Sure.
like it was super, but we usually made enough money to buy a beer, and then they had this. They had a toaster oven in their little kitchen, and they would make Pillsbury bread twists with cheese sprinkled on top. And we were like, oh, if we make $2 more, we can get a breadstick. That's how sad it was. But it was sure fun.
All I remember is that I came and guested as Jeff Haslam's craft teacher. But I don't remember what the setting was. Do you?
You know what? I don't remember the actual setting, but what I do remember is I was playing like a Marlene Dietrich kind of recluse, glamorous thing who lived on the top floor, but I don't remember where it was.
No, I don't know. I don't remember either. All I know is that last season, before Stay Away From Each Other Times at Dirty Laundry, I played a craft lady, and I thought, geez, it'd be great if Jeff was here.
Right?
So
Yes,
what I'm talking about is our improvised soap opera in Calgary, Dirty Laundry, which is 20 years old, fashioned after the glorious generosity of the Dynasty folks.
We're cousins. We're improv cousins. Sisters, brothers.
Sisters, brothers, mothers, fathers, aunts, cousins, debacle. Stephanie, what is it that you like about improv? I know this question from my mother, but what draws you to improv?
No homework.
That's the end of the show. Season 3, baby. Episodes are 15 minutes. Bye.
It talks to that kid in you that we have to adult so much, in every day. And you get to just go and play and make shit up and, tell a story. And it really does just bring you back to being 7 in the best way. And I think that's what makes me happy. I think it's good medicine. Yeah. I always feel like I've just had the best sleep in my life after an episode because it just sort of awakens all your senses and tickles your funny bone and you share it with everybody. And it's good medicine. Nothing technical in that answer at all.
No, it's good.
When you asked me that, Griffin, what did I say? What was my answer to that?
Remember, you told me a whole bunch of shit.
Well,
That's what moms have to do.
something Steffi just said made me think, I don't know what you just said, Steffi, but it made me think, Steffi said cheese breadstick.
So, sorry, is that what you stopped listening? Cheese breadstick. Activate.
You're way more connected to the audience in improv than you are in a scripted work. In a scripted work, you know how to craft the thing and you kind of know where the reactions are going to be every single night as you do the same thing. But in improv, you're farting around and then the audience likes something and you're like, oh, okay, I'll do more of that. Yeah.
It's like being 7.
It's like being 7.
Have we told the dragon story? I think my first Quest Theatre show.
Wait, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
Tell it because I don't know it.
My very first Quest Theatre summer drama camp about a dragon's coming to the town and we all have to make noise. And I was the carpenter and I was banging a hammer on the ground. Karen, come on. Are you serious?
Seriously, I have no memory. I have pictures of you in a Quest Theatre camp where you were like nature. You had like this white gauze dress on and you had leaves painted on your face and stuff.
Sorry? Hold on. What's this?
You were playing nature or trees or a forest?
I was nature? You're telling me there's a play in which I was Mother Gaia and that's not on my resume?
Get it on there.
Get it on there.
I want to tell the story, but I want to tell it quickly because I really think that I've said it before. I was like 6. Quest Theatre Drama Camp, we were doing a show
Faster.
The town is scared because the dragon's coming, so you have to make a whole bunch of noise to scare away the dragon. And then someone came out and they were the chef and they had to like bang pots together. And someone came out and me. I came out and I was the carpenter and I had to hit a hammer on the stage. And I remember feeling really cool about that because I was like, ooh, maybe I'd break the stage. That would be fun, but I'm allowed to. So my outfit was just a house coat. So I had a house coat with a house tie, and it was a house tie, a tie around it, house coat, the house tie. Oh my God. And it was loose and the chef stood on it. So I was trying to hammer the ground and I couldn't move. And I was kind of like, and I started tugging at the house coat tie and the audience was killing themselves. And my 6-year-old brain went, oh yeah. So then for the rest of the show, I was trying to loosen my tie on my house coat so that the chef would fucking step on it again because he doesn't realize that that's money. That's where the mint is, chef. My dad tells that story all the time because it's the first instance of me like hamming it up, being like, come on.
The gag, accidental gag.
I wasn't being subtle about it. There was stuff I was supposed to be doing during the show, and I went, and I just like tried to get my tie underneath this guy's foot.
That's hilarious, and I love it, and I will have that image burned in my head now every time I see you.
Anyway, that's the theater homework for you. Okay. So what made you realize, like, what was there an instant or a moment between your collaboration or you guys meeting that you went, we work good together? Like, was it like an idea that you both hopped on? Was it a joke that you just killed yourselves on? Like, at what point in your relationship did you go, oh, wow, we could keep doing stuff and that would be fine?
You know, I don't remember an instant. I just, like, for me, it was like with my friendship with Karen and my collaboration with her seemed to have, I mean, there was a gap in the years when we're having kids and stuff, but I feel like for me, it was like walking into a really warm pool, and I don't remember the moment it happened. It was just like, oh, this is a good place to be. Like, and every time we had a scene together or something, there was always a part of me going, oh, good. Because I know this is, even if everybody hates it, I don't care. I know it's going to be really fun. Nobody usually hated it. It usually went, because when you're having fun, everyone's having fun, right?
And we were booed often.
We were horrified. They hated us. No, it was, for me, it just was a very natural, automatic kind of thing. But do you remember an instance, Karen?
I don't remember an improv scene, but I remember that, I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago, Steffi came to town because we were both obsessed with Miranda Sings.
Right. Well, that's a total turning point for you.
It was a total turning point. And do you know who I mean when I say Miranda Sings, Griffin?
Yeah. Is she so old now? Like it used to be the newest thing, and now she's like got 4 kids. And I don't know.
I know Miranda Sings. I think she had a Netflix show for half the season.
For a second.
She did. Yeah. And Steph and I went to see her live at the University of Calgary. We were the oddity because we were 40-plus-year-old women. Everybody there was 14.
Yeah, and they were all wearing red haters be gone or haters.
Back off
pants,
haters,
like
sweatpants.
Back off haters, yeah. Oh my God. You know what though? That does make me recall, it was late night Facebook chat that got us to go there because we used to send each other, go watch this one. Like it's 1 a.m. on freaking Facebook. Back in the day when Facebook wasn't just a political freaking slew. And it was fun. You could still send each other eggs that hatched and stuff like that.
Sorry. I want to know what eggs that hatch are. Is that a video? Is that an internet trend that I totally missed?
Oh my God. No. Oh my. Back in the day when Facebook was a baby.
Back when Facebook ran by candlelight.
Yes. And gerbils running on little
conveyor belts.
Whatever those things are called. Yeah, conveyor belts.
Housecoat ties.
Housecoat tie, conveyor belts. There was this, one of the little apps within Facebook was you could pick an egg and send it to a friend, and then over a couple of days, it would be in their little sidebar, whatever, it would start to hatch, and you don't know what was going to be inside. So all of a sudden, a beaver would come out, or a deer, or a martini, or like it would be like this special little gift you could send, and it was the coolest, most fun thing ever. It's like it's come so far away from that.
What an insane trio of things.
Can I tell you my quick Miranda story? Karen and I think we paid the extra $20 to have the special tickets where you get to meet the person.
Get your picture taken with her.
You did because I remember seeing a photo of you guys.
So we stood in line, and then when it was time, those were in the days you could still hug a stranger, and so you kind of gave the nod. You kind of go, hugs are good, and she's like, yeah, hugs are good. You don't have to say those words though. It's just you look and so you could tell. So I gave her a big hug, and I said, I could be your mom, and she with the most dry, drollest kind of response said, I'm way older than you think. Just loved her even more.
I'm way older than you think.
But the math is that I could be her mom, but it was really funny.
I'm 750 years old.
All I'm saying is, Steffi and I got to hang out for 2 days during the Miranda Sings concert weekend.
I see.
And that's when we went, why can't we do something together? We don't live in the same city. We want to do something together. So then when stay away from each other times happened,
Karen got a good idea because of you two, because of Breakfast Day.
I thought, I need more podcasts to do.
Well, are you two still going to do the web series?
Yeah.
TikTok.
We're reading from old etiquette books, Griffin. I sent her a line from this etiquette book yesterday. It's called Womanhood.
Phew. Finally. I'm glad you're finally reading that book I got you.
This is an exercise to help you have the perfect figure. It's called toe rising. The woman should stand with her hands on her hips, her body upright, her chin high, and her toes turned out. With the heels together, she should rise slowly on the balls of her feet, keeping the knees straight, and should then lower the body steadily until the heels touch the ground. She should repeat this exercise from 15 to 20 or even 50 times a day.
You're just going to get Mondo calves from that. You're just going to get calves you'll never get your boots on ever again. That one's so ballet demi-point and it does, that's hilarious. That's the only thing you have to do.
Why does your chin position help your figure in this exercise? Why does your chin have to be in a certain spot?
Good for balance.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see that.
But I wonder what they would put in the manhood book.
What you're going to want to do, brother, is put a steak in your face and make sure to balance the steak on your face. And if you got to lift a whole bunch of nails, you can do that too. You got to get a loyal dog.
A loyal dog.
That's manhood. That's the book. I've actually written it.
Stephanie, talk about our 2 podcasts.
Well, one of them is called Bridging the Gap Between Generations Who Assume Things About Each Other, and it's about bridging the gap between generations who assume things about each other. And the other one is called Scam Time, and it's about scams and the times they have. That's our true crime one. I think when haven't people loved true crime? I don't know. We're always wanting to know who did it or how did they do that. And this one happens to be about, it's not murdery. It's more about, hoodwinking people and stealing money and taking over personalities and such. And I find it fascinating.
Hoodwinking is such a good word.
Hoodwink.
I got a pod status email that you guys got a new review for Scam Time. Here it is. Cam Bennett, 5 stars. I hate scammers, but these two share my love for trying to scam the scammers.
Ah, interesting.
This non-scam of an episode is brought to you by Park Power, your friendly local utilities provider in Alberta. What do they offer? Well, they offer internet, electricity, natural gas. They got low rates, awesome service, profit sharing with local charities, and not a single scam to be found.
Not a skinkle Sam anyway.
Not a skinkle Sam or a salmon's fish. Oh, this is funny. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. Energy uses for all Albertans will be increasing. So now is a great time for listeners to look at their utility bills and ensure they're on the best plan. Albertans have a choice who they pay their utility bills to. And also winter is coming. Park Power is happy to provide free, no obligation comparisons. If you decide to switch providers, it's easy because there's no scams. And you can feel good knowing you are supporting a local business and not being scammed and helping to give back to our communities with your utility bills. Winter is coming. Learn more at parkpower.ca.
Is Winter is Coming Game of Thrones?
Yes, and listen, it's not a scam. This ad rules. Park Power is the best. Hi, my name is Griffin Cork, and I'm guilty of loving these sweet deals.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, there is a man who sits on a throne in Alberta that nobody likes.
Ryan Gosling?
I'm turning into a vampire.
Is that what a vampire sounds like? How are they so sexy?
They all have COVID-19, so they're a little bit raspy. I'm a raspy vampire.
Raspy Vampire, that's my reggae band.
Oh, God. This man who sits on a throne in Alberta is being spoofed in a political satire that you're involved in, Stephanie. Am I not right?
Are you in Hot Boy
Yes,
Summer?
you are. I love that segue. Yes. I am in Hot Boy Summer. I'm playing Rachel Notley. And we had our first read through last night. And honest to Pete, I laughed my freaking mom jeans right off. The songs, it's a bona fide musical. I didn't know what to expect. Kind of came up last minute. I thought, why not? I'm always complaining. I don't know who the kids are these days. This is a great opportunity to work with some of the awesome young talent in Edmonton, at a young theater that's trying to get its legs and expand. I thought, what a fun time. And Donovan Workin is playing Jason Kenney, and I get to be Rachel Notley. And I thought it was going to be more of a review type thing, but it is a full out freaking musical. Like, it starts off with the big Wish song and everybody coming in and coming on and the themes coming back all over the place. And all your favorite heroes are in there. Tyler Shandro, Casey Madhu, Dina Hinshaw. They're all there.
Is Abby Dina Hinshaw again?
Yes.
God, she did such a great job.
There's all the frat. They're all frat. It takes place, just for a quick little blink in, it takes place in 1983 at a college campus, and they're all students. We're all students, and it all has to do. Yeah, it all has to. Kenny gets to be summer student body president, and he cheats, and Rachel Notley spends the whole musical just mad at him, and plotting to kill him. There's a special sort of there's a nod to COVID in a very special way. Well, because a lot of people in Calgary obviously won't be able to see this. It's mono spreads amongst the campus like rapid fire.
Oh, yes!
And there's lots of backroom deals and all this stuff. And I was so delighted and thrilled at how freaking funny it was. So yes, I'm really happy.
And who wrote it, Stephanie?
Kenny's Hot Boy Summer, the musical, is written by Byron Trevor Martin and Simon Abbott. And it is a delight.
So when does it open? And it's at the Grindstone, right?
No, well, it's produced by the Grindstone. It's going to be at Looney Theatre, so in a real live grown-up theater. So yeah, it's gonna be there. I don't know exactly the dates. Hold on. I never know those things. I just show up. This is all about proof of headshots and
proof of headshots.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you guys. No. You know what? Theater's really changing. I remember you used to be able to go into an audition without a proof of headshot. And yeah, they're really stepping on our freedoms.
Proof of vaccination.
I have a headshot. I have. It's at home, but I have one.
Yeah, well, you have to show it to me beside your picture ID.
No, my ID is a headshot.
It's not professional.
What are you talking about? It's by the government. It's the most professional.
Yeah, but the lighting is terrible. And what's that background?
I wasn't allowed to smile. Jason Kenney's Hot Boy Summer the Musical runs from November 10th to November 21st. And I just want to say this, is it looks like they have been partly funded by the Edmonton Arts Council and the Alberta Foundation for the Arts, and I love that.
Oh, I'm so glad you found that information, because I'm notoriously, I don't know, I'll be there at 6, though. Oh, is it opening? Oh, good thing I know my lines.
Great. Good for us. Yes, we did it, you guys.
So Grindstone Theatre, which is a new-ish improv comedy theatre, right?
It's been around for a few years. If you're as old as me, it's a brand new baby. But if you're like in your 20s, it's been around forever, I guess. That's sort of, I can't remember. It's probably 5 or 6 years before times. They used to be out of the Varscona Theatre, our old theatre. They used to work out of there. And then they got their own space. And it's a delightful, awesome kind of cabaret pub. The food is really good. There's a small theatre inside. They do things like last night they had rap battles going on while we were rehearsing and karaoke, and there's lots of really fun stuff. They give classes. They do a whole lot of stuff. They got a great outdoor patio. But now they want to produce more sort of their own stuff in a bigger venue.
I have to figure out a way to come see it.
Oh my God. I mean, there's even a ballot stuffing musical number where people are just madly cheating the system. And oh God.
I'm coming up to Edmonton next week because I'm going to see Griffin in a show at the U of A, which is called what, Griffin?
The Flick by Annie Baker.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love Annie Baker? Oh, is this a master's project?
Yeah, it's with one of the MFA directors. His name's Jacob Planick. He's pretty great.
Amazing. I should come and see it with you if I can. Oh, we're rehearsing at night. Oh, we'll talk.
We'll talk.
Now, to get down to the brass tacks. Stephanie, quickly plug everything you want to plug right now. You have 45 seconds and go.
Oh, okay. 2 podcasts, Scam Time, Bridging the Gap. Go look them up. They're on the interwebs. Kenny's Hot Boy Summer coming in November. And Christmas. Everybody should have fun at Christmas time. Oh, I'm going to be doing 9 to 5 at the Citadel Theatre in the spring. That's a long way away, but I'm excited because my musical theater dreams are coming true in my mid-50s. So
hey guys, head to my website so you can buy tickets to having fun at Christmas. The Breakfast Dish is a member of the Alberta Podcast Network, locally grown, community supported. The intro music you just heard and the outro music you're about to hear is by Alexander Cowman. All graphic design for The Breakfast Dish has been done by Morgan Ermter. You know what improv is, Stephanie, and you know that Karen is a professional improviser, so I don't have to do any of this part, but she's still going to ask you an improvised question. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go.
Stephanie Wolfe, if you and I were to do a web series together, what would it be called?
Come on.
Look at all this old shit we can do.
Perfect. And for short, we'd call it old shit. All right.
That's not bad, actually.
No. Karen, what's coming up this week?
In Edmonton, where Stephanie lives, Pyretic Productions is putting on the play Michael Mysterious by Jeffrey Simon Brown.
And production designed by Stephanie Banyak, whose sister I'm in the flick with, Melanie Banyak.
La 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 la.
Those Banyaks, they're the next Ryans, I tell you. They're just on fire.
Yes, Stephanie Banyak did the design, and Jeffrey Simon Brown wrote it, and Patrick Lundeen is directing it. And it's October 15th, as we're recording today, is Jeffrey Simon Brown's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jeffrey Simon Brown. Happy birthday to you. So they're doing that at the Le Cité Francophone, October 14th to the 24th. And for tickets, you can look at www.tix. Who says www anymore? You can look at tixonthesquare.com or pyreticproductions.ca. Pyretic productions.ca.
Stephanie, thank you very much for joining us on The Breakfast Dish.
Thank you. You know what? It was totally my pleasure. You guys are like, I just could talk to you guys all day long.
We did do this whole season 3 thing out of order. So to wrap up the episode, I gotta hear your best 5 words of advice, and it's a phrase of advice, and it can only be 5 words. Here
okay. Only eat soup for breakfast. I had to count that on my fingers. I'm looking up what countries eat soup for breakfast.
This has been The Breakfast Dish.